So there's some other deals we'll get to in a moment, but let's start with one from a few days ago because it was pretty big money. Tommy Edman signing an extension. So we covered Snell. If you want anything on Snell, we did a lot of Blake Snell coverage last week, and obviously AJ can get your take there. But Tommy Edman is the latest to sign an extension. It's 5 years. It's $74 million. There's a sixth-year club option. Of course, there's a signing bonus, and there's some deferred money. That's what the Dodgers do. I do want to point this out real quick on the money side because the last few days I saw tons of complaining about deferred money. A signing bonus is kind of the opposite of that. If you're deferring money and paying someone later, that hurts the present day value. Helping the present day value is giving someone a ton of money up front, which is what Blake Snell got also. 50-ish million bucks up front. So that actually levels the number out quite a bit. And you can complain, oh, these guys are accepting that, but they're also accepting bonuses, which, hey, you tell me. If you got handed a bonus like that.
I wanted signing bonus.
Hell yeah.
I always try to get a signing bonus, like especially I live in Florida.
Yeah.
So guess where I get taxed on it?
Florida,
not whatever other city I was in.
Which we covered with Snell in Washington State last week.
Yes.
Trevor May did some calculations that he saved like $7 million on his signing bonus because there's no state income tax in Washington State.
Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, I always wanted that.
Yeah. Edman's a stud, too. I mean, look at his life, how much it changed over the past 6 months.
He went from not playing to the NLCS MVP and now $74 million. Woo. Good for you, Tommy.
It's good living. They've wanted him for years, too. They've been looking into trying to trade for him. And Kratz, I mean, he, in my mind, was the prime example of a player that apparently the Yankees also wanted, but someone who just plays baseball the right way, can play a ton of positions. He's a switch hitter. He came up with clutch hits, makes contact, just does all of the little things right on the baseball field. It's probably one of the guys that you would want to tell your team that you coach to watch more closely, right?
He is closer to, and this isn't like demeaning what he can do on the baseball field, but he's closer to like an everyday type of person. He doesn't have like this one like super talent. He just does everything really well. I think his career OPS plus is like 101 or 102, which doesn't jump off the page, but he's a switch hitter. In a day and age of platoon advantages, he always has the platoon advantage. He doesn't strike out a ton. I get it. He doesn't walk a ton either, but he can put the ball out of the ballpark. He can play premier positions. He can play shortstop, center field at above average level. Like, this just gives the team way more flexibility. You look at 5 years, $74 million. You talk about other guys that recently signed extension type of deals like that. They're actually paying him, I think, a little bit less than what Cronenworth is getting over in San Diego. Another super utility type of player, but just left-handed, has had some bigger offensive seasons. But just the consistency, I mean, a guy that barely even played for the Dodgers. I get it. He was huge down the stretch, but he barely even played for the Dodgers to come in and get this extension. They've wanted him for a while, and that his character and everything checked out once he got there. They love this guy, and he's going to be there for a while.
You think it was a good signing?
I like the signing. I just don't want to be the Dodgers when they have to pay all of this. At some point, they're going to have to pay the piper.
Yeah, but
right. I mean, I understand, but here's what happened.
They
made
away.
So much money off Shohei last year. Okay, so now they have all this money, and they're thinking, well, if we get 10 years and the money's only going to keep going up with Shohei, I feel like, and they're like, if we keep winning and we keep getting this more money than we thought we'd ever get off Shohei signing, we can keep putting this money in the bank. Yeah, we'll throw some money out there in the signing bonuses, but then we'll put the rest of the money in the bank, and it'll pay for down the road, which is what they're looking at.
So I talked to a very smart finance person the other day about this, and he said, don't forget what interest rates still are. And also don't forget that this is a brilliant financial group that owns the team.
Yeah.
He was like, just for a common human to put in a CD right now, you can get close to 5%. He's like, so think about all of the nooks and crannies that they know in the finance world. There's a reason why this works now more than ever. It might not work years from now, and several years back, it doesn't work as well when interest rates were zero.
Yeah.
So without going into another financial literacy class, just keep that in mind when you're looking at all of these deals. The Dodgers have zero concern. They're
not overpaying.
They're not overpaying. Well, and their money is maturing at a great rate right now that makes it easier to do things like this if the players are down for that. Because they can have a safe maturation of money versus if the players got that money up front, obviously you can invest in that and make more if you've got it in stocks, whatever, right? So again, anyway, they get Tommy Edman for a while. Good for them. Let's get to the next signing.
This holiday season, I want to give a gift to my loved ones that makes them feel special and unique. That gift is Storyworth.
Here's how it works. Each week, Storyworth emails your loved one a thought-provoking question that you get to help pick. Things like, what's the bravest thing you've ever done? And what's the farthest you've ever traveled? All your loved one needs to do is respond with a story. Long or short, it doesn't matter. After that year of fun, Storyworth compiles those stories and photos into a beautiful keepsake hardcover book that you'll be able to share and revisit for generations to come. This is the perfect book to pass along at family gatherings or read with your kids. It is beautifully orchestrated by Storyworth, and that's why it has more than 35,000 five-star reviews on Trustpilot, with millions of stories preserved since they were founded over 10 years ago.
With Storyworth, I'm giving those I love most a thoughtful personal gift from the heart and preserving their memories and stories for years to come. Go to storyworth.com/foul and save $10 on your first purchase. That's storyworth.com/foul to save $10 on your first purchase.
Hey everybody, be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.